Welcome to the ParcelPedia podcast, the ultimate guide to all things shipping and business services in Frisco, Texas. From U.S. Mail and FedEx to private mailboxes and packing supplies, we've got you covered. Stay tuned for a special discount code to save on your next order. And now, delivering expert tips and insider insights with a smile, here's your host, James Banks, owner of ParcelPedia.
Shipping costs can add up quickly, especially for businesses that rely on regular deliveries. But with the right strategies, companies can cut expenses while maintaining efficiency. Let's explore some cost-saving tips for frequent shippers. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host / producer, back in the studio with James Banks. James, how's it going today?
Hey, Sophia, I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing well, James. So let us know, how can businesses save money on shipping, especially if they ship frequently?
Well, that's an excellent question. So businesses, I'm sure we're talking small businesses here. A great way to save money when you're first starting out shipping is appropriate packaging. One thing I see as far as a small error that a lot of small business owners make when they're shipping out, say it's like t-shirts or paperwork. When you're shipping out something that's not fragile, you should avoid fragile packaging. So bubble envelopes, bubble mailers, any kind of padding, when you use those types of materials, they get graded at a higher rate. And so you end up spending more per package than necessary. So that's one thing you want to make sure right off the bat is that your packaging is appropriate for what you're sending. So of course, if you're sending fragile items, you got to pad them up and make sure they get there safe. But if you're sending anything that can be folded, balled up a little bit and unharmed, like clothing, blankets, things of those nature, you really want to make it as tight as you can, as small as you can, and it'll save you on size and it'll save you on the actual category that your package goes into. Once you really get into things and you're starting to be more frequent with shipping, a good way to save is to really learn your regions where you're shipping. Certain areas in the country are cheaper through certain carriers. So obviously, if you are unsure about it, we'll help you with that. We have a map here at the store. We can share with you through email that shows you the different rates depending on where you're shipping out of. A great thing about the great state of Texas is that we're very centrally located. So shipping to either coast is pretty even, and it helps give an estimate of how you're shipping in between those coasts. So that's a huge help for our Texas residents. A good way to save money is bulk shipping for sure. So not so specific per shipment as far as signatures and delivery confirmations, but more simple shipping, but very neat packing, better. They get sent out together as a bulk shipment, and they're just handled better. So that's a good way to save as well, is to just reduce all the excess that you're using. So over taping, over padding, boxes too big for what you're using, that's all just waste and it's going to cost you in the long run. So if you have questions, use your resources. Contact at ParcelPedia.com, ParcelPediaMail@gmail.com, 972-335-1450. That's our phone number. Come talk to me, James, talk to my partner, Paul, talk to Uzair. Anyone that's here will help you with those issues. So those are some of the beginning things. Of course, every business will have different things for their business as far as what they're looking for. Some are going to be more interested in speed. Some will be more interested in just getting there by the end of the day. And of course, the most important from just about any business owner is cost. And so we're here to help get your cost as low as possible.
So, James, how does ParcelPedia help businesses compare carrier rates to find the best deal?
Yeah, so that's a beautiful thing about ParcelPedia is that we are not chained to any one carrier. If you walk into a FedEx office, you're going to be getting FedEx rates. You walk into a UPS store, you're going to get UPS rates. You go to the post office, you get US mail rates. And that's it. It stops there. With us, we have accounts with all three, including DHL for international. So we can literally side by side set up every single carrier for you and you can choose. And again, that kind of comes back to my point about regional shippers or regional carriers and how that works. Once you start shipping more and more frequently, we'll have it in our system as well, built in to show this customer oftentimes gets this type of shipment. And that's the one that works the best. So just keep doing that. Or, this region of the country, it's better to send this way. It gets there quicker and it's cheaper for you. So let's keep doing it this way. We have all those tools built into the shipping software. So that's just one of the ways we help small business owners get their packages out in a timely manner and in a cost-effective way for their business.
Can small businesses negotiate shipping discounts even if they don't ship in high volumes?
Yes, and I won't even say no, I'll say yes, because we're here to help. So for the most part, we can help you with shipping, even if it's not a huge quantity. We are looking more for even longevity. If you're going to be shipping for a while, I don't ship a lot, but I've been doing it for years. We'll see what we can do to get your rate down to the lowest that's possible for both of us. We're always open to have that discussion, I will say. Sometimes it doesn't work out. What they're sending is just huge and heavy, and I can't do anything about it. The carriers are barking down my neck about this stuff. But a lot of times there's always wiggle room, almost always. So if there's no wiggle room, then it's almost like a pat on the back. That means what you're doing with your business is as efficient as possible already. So it's kind of cool to learn that if that does happen. But if there's any room to save, that's what we're here for. We're going to help you do that.
And so, are there specific loyalty programs that offer the best savings for frequent shippers?
So, Sophia, we don't offer any loyalty programs here only because we don't penalize anyone for being a new customer. The incentive of being a customer at ParcelPedia is that at all times, we're trying to give you the best discount, the best rate, the best service possible. So whether you've walked in off the street, just fresh to Frisco, you're still going to get the same discount that a customer who's been here for years is getting. We just believe that they've been here for so long because we have always and consistently given them the best rate, product, and service as possible.
Most definitely. And final question for you today, James. What are some common mistakes businesses make that increase their shipping costs?
Yeah, definitely the packaging is like the biggest thing when you talk about just the shipment in itself. But we talk about business practices. We can talk about being proactive, being punctual. When you have shipments, in almost any scenario, when you have a customer expecting a package to arrive, you have a set window of time. A lot of that is out of your control when you have carriers taking the package a certain part of the distance. But what you give to the customer is a ballpark, for the most part, of when their package will arrive. And so what you never want to do is wait till it's like, I got to get this there tomorrow, because you're going to be paying the absolute most. The most expensive way to ship is shipping overnight. I think most people would know that. So if you wait to the last minute, you're going to hurt yourself. So please, if you can, if you get your orders in, use us, ship them, email to us. Hey, I got this order, blah, blah. We'll have the shipping labels ready. All you do is pop in, slap the labels on, and then out the door. But definitely, the quicker you can get the item out, it saves you on time, saves you money, saves you a headache. It's just so many areas to help yourself. So that's a big thing outside of packaging, is just timing. You don't want to be stuck where you have to expedite all your shipments.
And did you have any final word for our listeners today?
I just want to continue and always say thank you for any and everyone who's listening, anyone who comes by ParcelPedia, even if you just call to ask a question or get a quote. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your business.
Thanks for talking with us today, James. We'll catch you in the next episode. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you, Sophia. You too.
Thanks for joining us on the ParcelPedia podcast. Don't forget, mention podcast at our store to snag 10% off select shipping services. Stop by at 8992 Preston Road, Suite 110, Frisco, Texas, or give us a ring at 972-335-1450. We're here to make your shipping a breeze. Until next time, keep shipping and smiling.